Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my face routine. I thought I never showed you how I do my foundation, concealer and everything, so I thought this would be the perfect video for that. So if you want to see how I do my flawless skin, then keep on watching. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Nikki. I do love colorful makeup, fun makeup, so if you want to see more of that, then please subscribe to my channel. I am without any makeup on at this point in this video, and I hope at the end of this video I will have a full face on of makeup that I absolutely love, and that I have fun. So yeah, let's start. Of course, I already did moisturize and put an SPF on, so that is already done. And the first step I normally go when I want to have a full face of makeup, and I don't want to just, take some concealer and that's it. Those days are there, just saying. Then I will start with a primer, and for me the best primer I used for my combination skin is definitely the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I feel like this one is gripping really nicely to my foundation, and it's holding on longer. It's also looking smoother. Like I absolutely love it. So this one is the first step. I will just put a little bit primer on. You can just use it. You can use that on a brush on your fingers. I do like to just rub that in also underneath the eyes. And with this primer in particular, you definitely need to, work with it. So take your sweet time till it gets sticky. If you do have like dry skin, use an hydrating primer. You can definitely see this is sticky. Now this is the perfect timing to, do the rest of the things. And like I said, it is really important to work this in the skin, that it is kind of sticky. When it's not sticky, the makeup will be looking not so nice. So just so you know. Now the next step I would go is corrector and concealer, because for me it is really important to do these things first, because I do have really fine lines and wrinkles underneath my eye. So for me that is really important to cover them first, so I don't use a lot of product on top. I will not go underneath my eye area with foundation, because if you layer and layer and layer, then they will crack, they will crease, and that's not what we want. So first of all, we're going with corrector. For corrector, I am using the Benefit Buoying Brightening Concealer, or corrector. It says concealer though. So I will use a small amount, maybe a little bit more, because let's keep that real. I want to use it up on my nail. You can use your fingers if you don't have like long nails. I will use just a little bit on my hand. You can use a palette. You can get it directly on your skin or underneath your eye. I do like to use a flat brush for that, and just get me like a little bit. I will try, because I feel like with a brush you get less product on your face than when you tap it on like really thick. So that's why I will use a brush. And I will just tap a little bit of the corrector underneath. And this corrector is going on in the spots where I do have dark circles, which is indeed here in this area of my eye. So I just blend this in a little bit. You could use at this point also a beauty sponge to put in, or soak up additional product and blending. I do like to soak up product with this, because like I said, if you have wrinkles underneath the eye, I mean, I'm 35, so wrinkles, I do like to don't have a lot of product underneath my eyes, because the more product you have there, the more it will crease at the end of the day. So that is a fact. So I'm just soaking up a little bit and blending with sponge. Now I will go in with concealer. For concealer, this is almost the same routine. I would say I will use my NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. This one comes in a pump. You can use every concealer that is, you know, perfect for you. Of course, a little bit lighter than your skin tone, not too light, because that is looking really unreal. We had that times, you know, we had these times. So I'm just putting a little bit concealer on the back of my hand. I do like to work on the back of my hand. Also, I am not a makeup artist. I am just a private person doing my own makeup. If you do that on a client, of course, I hope you know that this is not sanitary, just so you know. I will put it on this foundation brush, this one, and I will just tap it a little bit on top where I put my corrector. If you want to cover something other than this, you can go in with another concealer. For me, I don't need to, because at the moment, fingers crossed, my skin is quite nice, and here I do have a little bit of breakout. It's not so bad that I would cover it. I can just cover it with foundation at the end of the day. I will use my same sponge and also use it to soak up additional product and also blend out the concealer. I know if you want to have more coverage and full coverage, you shouldn't do that with a damp sponge, because of course it will soak up a little bit of product, and also, like, because there is a little bit of water inside, can, you know, thin out the product. For me, like I said, I don't have a lot of like imperfection other than the like panda eyes I have. There is nothing, so I'm not worried about that. But if you do need full coverage, just go with the brush and blend it in with the brush. For foundation, I will use the foundation I like and love the most at the time, and this one is my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade 1. It's a neutral, just so you know. And I will directly put this onto my sponge and just, you know, make a little bit onto the sponge, and then I will, you know, dot a little bit here. Normally, if you said, you know, normally these regions here in the middle of the face are the ones that needs the most attention. So if you don't have there any problems, don't use foundation. You know, you could skip the foundation part completely. You know, that wouldn't be a problem. You can use setting spray in between. I do love to use at this stage a setting spray, but for today I think I will skip that, because I do think my skin is looking really pretty and nice, and I don't have to, you know, I won't wear this foundation or this look like the next 15 hours. So just so you know, because it is already like in the evening. Also, don't forget to blend, and just bump in. I normally don't go into this area because I do have wrinkles there, and foundation will crease in that. So normally I just use like little or almost nothing, because this is not this region is not a region I do need coverage or like product. And in this region, I normally just want to like balance my skin color, which is indeed a little bit red there. Nothing too like serious, but yeah, this is like the part where you have, like I said, the like the skin perfecting step, if you will. If you want to use cream products like a cream contour, a cream bronzer, cream blush or highlight, I would say do it now, because we didn't set anything yet. And I think that mostly if you you know, work like on an unset face, these products will not like you know, sometimes they can like ruin your look and get cakey or you know, got blotchy if you put them on top of powder. Some of them they don't, but there are a few. So if you want to be sure for that, then use now liquid products if you want to. I don't have any liquid products at the moment I do want to use, so for me that is a skip. The next step in my routine, because I do have combination skin, if you don't have that, or you have like dry skin, maybe don't do that, but I will set my whole face, to be honest. I will start, I did use the powder quite a bit. I will start normally with my under eyes so that they don't crease. I will be sure that there are no creases, and then I will set them slightly just with tapping, and then I will do the same on the other eye as well. Blend out creases. I also do like to take a little bit of powder and run it over my eyelids because they are oily AF. So for me, that is something I do want to prevent when I use like eyeshadow primer. I also will use a little bit of powder in my T-zone and on my fine lines in my face and a little bit here. You could leave it like that because I want to have a flawless application, and I don't want to think about, you know, maybe that products will stick on any of the other products. I will use a bigger brush and a really bit of like powder and just powder all over. This is just a little bit. The next step in my routine would be a little bit of contour. I am using the Peripera Ink V shading in Hazel Grey. I do think that this one, or this product in particular, is really nicely for my skin tone. If you're deeper than me, I think this will maybe don't look good, but I am using a little bit on a smaller brush and just go here on the temple of my, like, you know, you can definitely see what I'm doing here. I also will go in here in the hollow and just put a little bit here as well, because I feel like it looks a little bit more snatched. I mean, who doesn't want to look snatched? Also will go, of course, on the temple of my hair. I feel like this one in particular, if you just use that, in my case, this would be totally enough to give a little bit of depth and dimension. You know, I wouldn't need a bronzer, at least I think so, and I think that would be totally fine. Everything will be great. I feel like I don't look, you know, I feel like bronzer in particular, because they are more warm toned, look quite strange on a person that has no warm tones in it. Like, I am so pale that looks just a little bit unnatural. I will go in with the bronzer though. I will also like go in my jawline and do this so that my neck is looking slimmer. I don't know, I saw that on Michaela's TikTok, so I'm, you know, I don't mind that. So if you're as fair as me and bronzers do look quite strange on you, maybe try and like a more cool toned like bronzer in particular. Like I said, I feel like this would give me enough dimension. I would be fine with that. I wouldn't mind that. If you though want to give it a little bit of warmth, then just do it. I will put in a little bit of Nabla Ombra Skin Bronzing Sun-Kissed Effect Bronzing Powder. Wow, that's a name. I will do that on a way fluffier brush, and I just go in here a little bit where the sun would hit me, and a little bit on my neck because my neck is quite big. And that's it. Totally fine with that. And we can go to blush. At the moment, I'm totally loving like more peachy or neutral blushes. I'm not so much into like pinker blushes. So for me, I do like a more like neutral or peachy blush. For particular, I will use this one, which is, I don't even know which one from Kaleidos. They don't have like a name sticker, but these are the blushes from them. I will link it down below because, like I said, I don't know. It's a little bit difficult for me to bring them up because, again, they don't have names. I will just gracefully like put the blush here I will not go here because I feel in my particular face shape it's not looking so good. Let my face look rounder, and I don't want that because I do have a more round, I think the term is rectangular face. So I will just like focus my blush on the temples here and not going too narrow down to my face. If you like the more like roundish, sweet and cute look, then go here on the apples. I'm not that kind of girl. So like I said, I'm just focusing on the sides. And now my face looks snatched. Let's go to highlighter though. For highlighter, you could use anything. If you want to, you could be a little bit more beaming, you could be subtle, you could do some colorful things. I think if I don't know what exact like makeups like I will use for my eyes, because this video will be the preview for my eye look. So I normally do that in, I don't know, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, around that, because if I'm quite good with like doing that in a good speed. And normally I don't know what products I will use on the eye, if I do more colors, if I do a more neutral look. And so for me, I normally wear a highlight that is quite neutral. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, so it doesn't like look strange if you have like a different type of eye look. For me, that is the Natasha Denona Super Glow in Fair, which is looking like this. These are stunning. If you don't have any of them, they are gorgeous. I will just go here on the highest points of my cheek, also on down my nose, because I do like my nose. If you don't like your nose, don't do that, because it's accentuating the nose. I'll also do a little bit on the Cupid's bow and on the other side. And I do definitely go in a little bit higher. You could, if you're more like drier skin, then you could also go in like here just to mimic some sweating, which, like I said, I don't have a problem with that. So that is the point. So now in general, we would have had our face done. Of course, we do need to do our brows, and that's what we do next. Guys, for brows, I need a little bit more assistance from my mirror because I am blind as can be without my glasses. So we do need to do this. I would do one brow here and then I will do the other one off camera. I like, at the moment, I do like powders quite a bit. I think powders are really, really easy to manipulate. I feel like they look a little bit more realistic, you know, they fill in the brows quite easily and fast. So for me, I am using at the moment the Glam Shop brow powder in number 3. This is not how this is looking. Normally I did shadow that, and yeah, I had to repress it, and there were 2 colors in particular. So for me, I do, as you can see, have darker hairs. These are my natural, or this is my natural hair color. I didn't like color that. My ends are a little bit more colored, but this part is not. So you can definitely see they are quite dark. So I do like a little bit of a darker brow, just so you know. I don't even brush up my brows. I just use a little bit and the angle brush, and then I just sculpt out a little bit. Try to see if I can use my hand mirror as well, just so that it doesn't look too shabby at the end of the day. I mean, like I said, this will not be the first video I'm doing here today. So I'm just like shaping out with the brow powder my brow like form, and I do have a little bit more here to do, and then I just use the rest and just flick that up. So I think that looks quite natural. You have to go a little bit here as well, a little bit more into that route, because this brow is shorter than this one. I don't know why. I never in my life like pluck them. So I don't know. Like this is the basic. You can here like shape your brow how you want to have your brow. If you want to have a more of an arc, if you do want to have another form, you know, or another style, you can do that now at this point. Like I said, I just, you know, go in with the light hand on the powder. Of course, you could use all of your tools if you want to. If you use a pomade, if you use it like a pencil, everything is possible. That is not the product. Everything is possible. For the next step, I will use my brow gel. This one is the NYX Thickening Brow Mascara. I do like this way more than the Anastasia. I do have the Anastasia, but I do like this one more. So I will just use a little bit of that product. And this one is tinted, so keep that in mind. I think there is also clear version. I'm not sure about that. And I would just go in towards my brows and then I flick them up, so that the product is dispersed nicely throughout the whole brow. If that is not enough and you think that you need a little bit more product, then do it again. You know? So that is everything I will do with the brow gel. And then, because I am high maintenance, you could have done the whole thing with that one. And that is the NYX Lift and Snitch Brow Tint Pen. You could have done everything with that. Normally, if I don't have a lot of time, I just use this, and I'll be fine. You know, I just like to use the brow thing as well, the brow powder, just so you know. But now I will use this, and this one is a pen, and you can just draw on your eyebrows. Great thing. So you just go and draw in like little lines. You can fill in spots where you think it doesn't look quite natural, or where you think, okay, maybe that looks natural if I do it so. You know, you can draw in super cute brows, and that's everything I do with them. That is everything. Nothing more will be done today about that. I will do that on the other brow and then I'll be back. Oh, by the way, these are the differences. You did definitely see this one is filled up. I think it is quite natural. It's not too heavy. It's not a block, but it's also like better than this one. You know what I mean? Just so you know. So these are both of my brows done. You can do now from this point of view, you can do everything. You can colorful lip, you can do colorful eye, which I will definitely do. And you will see the finished look in a bit. But yeah, this is the finished look. Like I said, normally you would use an eye primer next, which, I mean, I will not show you here. You could do lip balm, you could do a red lip, a gray lip, whatever lip. And like I said, you can do the same for your like eye makeup. You can do colorful, neutral, it doesn't matter. I think the base is quite neutral, which I like a lot, because like I said, for me, this is really important because I don't know what I will do at the end as an eyeshadow look. I could go full on rainbow and this would look beautiful, and I could go totally neutral. This would be beautiful as well. So just so you know, you can do from here everything. You can of course use every product you like the most, like every blush color. If you do like pink, if you do like whatever, doesn't matter, it would look stunning here as well. And like I said, this is yeah, just the base for the fun that is coming next. This could be your end product if you aren't like doing a neutral look. I didn't. He played a little bit with the Star Wars collection, and you already saw that look if you are subscribed to my channel. So just so you know, but yeah, this is like I said, look, and my skin is looking gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And like I said, because I had a quite neutral blush, a quite neutral outcome, I feel like it fits perfectly to this look. So yeah, but I hope you liked it. I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, to see more fun videos, colorful videos, and maybe also like basic videos. If you like to see that, please leave it down in the comments below. If you aren't already, also subscribe to my Instagram and TikTok. I upload a lot of things like reels and TikToks in between, as well as like an EOTD, what I'm wearing of the day, makeup wise. So I wish that you see that too if you like to. And yeah, I hope you have a great week, and we see us in the next video. Bye guys.